Is it going to let me go live or not?
It says you're live.
Yeah, but it's not showing up on my screen.
The eyeball didn't pop up yet. That's what he means.
Well, that and it's not showing up on my phone screen. So of that one. So welcome to Bracket Bash, the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 and more, and banter our way down to a winner. I am your humble host this week, Freddie Fisher, and this is Sharon.
Hey, it's Sharon from the Viking Diaries, and delighted to be here for Christmas-ish movies.
Harley.
I'm Harley from the Asylum with Harley and Lisa and the Mod Squad. I'm excited to be back on the show.
And, of course, Jeremy.
That's right. You might have missed this beautiful voice last week, but your ODB is back once again, continuing the chronicles of Fuck You, Freddie. Because this is what we do every week. We just like to say fuck you, Freddie, as much as possible. He's a gremlin. He could be a little bit of a mean girl, too, but that's just the way it goes here. But just remember, folks, as a family man, just know at the end of the day, you either got to die hard or die soft, and we all know it's better to die hard.
Uh-oh.
And as always, we are the bastards running this thing today. And this week, we're celebrating Christmas, as always, as we record for all you guys out there in Spotify land. It is it's December 23rd, which is a couple days before Christmas. And to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of sick and tired of Christmas shit already. So we're talking about Christmas, but not really Christmas. We're talking about Christmas-ish. This Christmas-ish. So these aren't normal Christmas movies. Half these aren't even close to Christmas movies, but they're considered Christmas movies because either some kind of a Christmas element or something like that. I got these off of multiple lists. If you don't know how these are Christmas movies, some of them I know, most of them I do not, how they are Christmas movies, but they're all good movies, at least mostly. So we are still waiting on a couple of bastards. If they show up, they show up. Until then, I do not get a vote. A couple of rules on this show, as always. Number one is blowing your load, or the final swing. We vote round robin style, as always. And if you go first and don't want to go first, you can blow your load or use your final swing. This means you go last. If somebody else also uses their final swing or they're blowing the load in your turn, that same turn, they are going directly after you. We also have another rule called Fuck You, Freddie, as well. Next month, at January 20th, there's going to be an episode released of people telling me to fuck off. That's exactly what that is. And I don't know why it was on there and was not on there. And my computer's being an asshole right now, so she's going to disappear again, most likely. And the third rule, of course, is the steal a vote. One time during your turn, during this show, up to the quarterfinals and not past that, you were allowed to steal a vote from one person, and that is it. So use it wisely and try to make it as fucking funny as possible. And I believe that's it. I do get to start us out because Bubbles has joined the show. How you doing today, love?
I'm doing good. I'm at my parents' house right now, and did it unmute yet? There.
Yeah,
okay.
You did.
So my stuff might not be like what it is because I'm on my phone this time, but yeah, doing a family Christmas thing with my parents.
Aww.
Lovely.
Well, they might enjoy this too. As I said, we're doing Christmas-ish movies this week. I start us off either Die Hard, which was put in here because of our lovely Bubbles, or Lethal Weapon. You guys can quantify your vote however you want to do this. I honestly don't know how in the hell I'm going to decide my vote on these, but personally, and I will die hard on this hill, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It will always be a Christmas movie. It is the start of Christmas movies season for me. Die Hard will be getting my vote. Bubbles.
I'm also going to go for Die Hard on this one just because I liked the movie more than I liked Lethal Weapon.
Gets a vote, Sharon.
I'm gonna die on that hill with you there, Mr. Bailey. I think that that Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie. Thought Bruce Willis was at the height of his powers during that film. He looked great. He sounded great. You know, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. That gets my vote all day long. Although I have to admit, I did love most of the Lethal Weapon series. I thought that was a great buddy movie. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. I thought that was terrific. But no, it's got to be Die Hard for me in this round for sure.
Die Hard gets another vote. Harley.
Die Hard gets my vote.
Short and sweet.
Jeremy, finish it out.
Well, all I can say, Freddie, is I'm getting too old for this shit. I
know that line.
But I guess in this panel, I'll have to bring up the rear of Die Hard.
It is a 5-0 sweep. Die Hard moves on to the next round. Bubble starts us off. Is it Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire, or Chronicles of Narnia?
Oh, fuck you, Freddie.
Ooh, I'm going to say fuck you, Freddie. Absolutely fuck you, because I love both of those movies.
Gonna take my wand and shove your fucking ass. Fuck you.
This is straight garbage. Harry Potter or Chronicles of Narnia? Harry Potter, I guess, is what the answer is. I did a drive-by.
Harry Potter gets a vote on this one. Sharon, is it Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire, or Chronicles of Narnia?
I guess I'm just too old to be into the whole Harry Potter thing. So I'm gonna have to go with the Chronicles of Narnia on this one. But I agree, for a lot of folks, this is gonna be a tough split.
It gets a vote. Casey's in comments, by the way, saying hi, Senator. Bubbles on that one. And no, Silent Night, Deadly Night is not on this list. There's another one I kind of wish was on this list, but I completely forgot.
That's a reference to last night.
I forgot about it beforehand, and that is the original Black Christmas. And I'm sorry for everybody out there. I realized my mistake, and yeah, it happens. But Narnia gets a vote. Harley, is it Chronicles of Narnia or Goblet of Fire?
It's Chronicles of Narnia because I just like that better.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
Well, fuck you, Freddie. All I gotta say is, Frederick Fisher, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? But fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the tiebreaker because you did this shit, and I'll take Harry Potter over Lion Jesus all day.
Goblet of Fire moves on in a split vote, 3-2. I'm not a fan of Chronicles of Narnia. I never have been. I don't like the books. I don't like the movies, any of them. But I'm a Potter fan. I'm a Hufflepuff.
Me too.
I'm a Hufflepuff through and through. My wife is a Hufflepuff through and through. I don't know how in the hell that happened, but it did.
I'm a Slytherin because I'm gonna be Slytherin into you, you know.
We just like to Hufflepuff pass.
Anyway, Goblet of Fire moves on to the next round. Sharon starts us off. Is it Catch Me If You Can or Reindeer Games?
Oh man, both really good films. But you know, I just actually watched Catch Me If You Can the other night, and I was just fascinated by the true elements of that story. You know, that guy was just, I mean, he's a real con man. And I think that movie's fascinating. The whole backstory to that movie's fascinating. So I got to go with Catch Me If You Can.
Gets a vote. Harley.
Catch Me If You Can, because that movie's hilarious.
Gets another one. Jeremy.
Oh, it's 100% Catch Me If You Can. They don't make him like Frank Abagnale Jr. anymore.
That's him.
I am going to shout out a lovely previous guest on this show, Amanda, who says that her future ex-husband is Ben Affleck.
Uh-huh.
Of course, from Reindeer Games. Ben Affleck was also in our Search for Santa bracket. Made it, I think, to the second round before he got booted out by somebody in the Final Four. So there's that. Reindeer Games gets my vote. Bubbles. Reindeer Games. Catch Me If You Can.
I'm definitely going Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, I can.
I can try.
You can try. I don't know. I feel like
outrun me. You got a pretty good head start.
The old dirty bastard can run up to 5 times his normal speed when horny.
Plus, Catch Me If You Can has those wonderful, scenes from Christmas in Europe. So, I got to vote for Catch Me If You Can for that reason.
Yeah, but the only problem, Jeremy, if you run when you're horny, you may trip and fall and pole vault.
That could end very badly.
You mean pull a Drew Carey and break your dick? Yeah, possible. But it also just might cause a tornado with the windmill going as I'm running. So
Harley starts us off on this one. Reindeer Games moves on 4-1. Not
Reindeer
all...
Games.
I thought it was Catch Me If You Can.
I was sitting there. I was sitting there concerning myself about Jeremy's dick, and it just completely fucked me up. So,
I can see why you were distracted.
Catch Me.
It can be very distracting.
Catch Me If You Can moves on to the next round, 4-1. I got the.
You have the count right.
I got the count right. Harley starts us off. Not all holidays this season are Christmas. We normally celebrate Christmas, all of us, but we're going to move on to Hanukkah on this particular one. Is it The Night Before or 8 Crazy Nights?
Oh, it's 8 Crazy Nights all the way. Adam Sandler is hilarious with that movie.
Gets a vote. Jeremy?
Yeah, this doesn't call for a fuck you, Freddie. I guess I'll say to you, Freddie, catch you later, Poopsicle.
I absolutely love 8 Crazy Nights. It came a vote away from winning our Christmas movie bracket last year, I think, when we did it before. And I was super mad it didn't win. And it's going to win today, and I move on to the next round. But The Night Before, I personally think is a funnier movie for me, to be honest. I would much, as Bubbles says, if I'm holding both of them in front of me, I'm going to choose The Night Before I choose 8 Crazy Nights. Although I'm pretty sure I can watch 8 Crazy Nights in front of my kids because the majority of those jokes would go over their heads. But I just think The Night Before is a better movie. It gives my vote. Bubbles, is it The Night Before or 8 Crazy Nights?
I'm gonna go with 8 Crazy Nights, just because I know like all of my kids, that one's already been watched like 3 times this Christmas season. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
8 Crazy Nights gets a vote. Pause. Thank you. It gets to vote and the win on that one. Sharon, finish us out. 8 Crazy Nights or The Night Before?
Well, it's already gotten the win, so I don't really need to vote for 8 Crazy Nights. Plus, it's a cartoon, and I don't know. I'm very, very picky about animation, I have to admit. And I feel like The Night Before, that's just a premise I can imagine, looking for a party in a big, fantastic city. So I would go with The Night Before, even though I realize it's a lame duck vote.
I agree with you. It is 3-2. 8 Crazy Nights moves on to the next round. Jeremy starts us off. We have a Marvel versus DC matchup.
I feel something loading up here, Freddie. I feel something loading up here.
Is it Batman Returns or Iron Man 3?
Okay, that's not a fuck you Freddy matchup. Like
It's not.
it's really not. It's a tough matchup in a way, but fuck.
I mean, for me, it's kind of the lesser of two evils, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, you're picking between like two of the worst movies of both universes. So
What's saying?
But fuck it, Batman Returns because I can't vote for fake Mandarin.
Batman Return gets a vote on that one.
As Danny DeVito said to Tim Burton, I will get my big hat.
When in doubt, I always go Marvel over DC, even though both of these movies suck. So Marvel gets my vote. Iron Man 3 in turn gets that vote. Bubbles, is it Iron Man 3 or Batman Returns?
Iron Man 3, but I'm definitely a Marvel fan over DC anyways.
It gets a vote. Sharon?
I thought that the casting of Michael Keaton as Batman was brilliant in that. I really liked him in that. And then I can't ever possibly vote against Michelle Pfeiffer in anything, basically. So Batman Returns gets my vote.
Which means it is a tie-breaking decision down to Harley. Is it Batman Returns or Iron Man 3?
It's Batman for me.
With the Batman.
Huge DC fan.
Harley Quinn strikes again. 3-2 moves on. I start this one off. It's either I'm going to lose this, and I know I am. And I feel bad about it. But is it Serendipity or When Harry Met Sally?
Very similar films.
I know that When Harry Met Sally is well regarded as one of the best rom-coms of all time.
True.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I can see how people see it, but it's not what it is. Serendipity, though, especially the Christmas movie, because they're both considered Christmas-ish movies. I think Serendipity has a lot more Christmas in it than When Harry Met Sally does. I think it has a single scene. They're at a party or something like that before New Year's.
Yep.
It's not even stated that it's Christmas, so you could just kind of see like a Christmas tree in the background type thing. Movie for movie, to be perfectly honest, I'm going to go for Serendipity. It's a phenomenal movie. It's a very cute movie. It's a very meet-cute movie. I keep wanting to say Kevin Bacon. I know it's not fucking Kevin Bacon. That's the only name popping in my head.
John Cusack.
Cusack, thank you. I can see his face, and his name was in my mind, but it just wasn't there. Anyway, John Cusack, Kate Beckinsale, all the other phenomenal people in that movie. The story alone, everything else, Serendipity will be getting my vote hands down. Bubbles.
I don't think I've seen Serendipity, so I'm going to go with Harry Met Sally.
Gets a vote. Sharon.
You're right. There's one real holiday scene in When Harry Met Sally. It's the end. It's the climactic scene where they end up at a New Year's Eve party, and that's why you see all the Christmas decorations, and you have to kiss at midnight and all that stuff. I thought both films very, very similar, in terms of kind of a rom-com, but I thought that I love John Cusack and just for the pure reason alone that Serendipity, it all takes place, the whole movie takes place while on a Christmas shopping trip. So I'm going to say it's more Christmas-ish than When Harry Met Sally, even though When Harry Met Sally is a classic film and has a lot of hilarious moments. So I'm going to give my vote to Serendipity as well.
Serendipity gets a vote. Harley.
Serendipity, because I love When Harry Met Sally, but I like Serendipity better.
Gets to vote, and surprisingly enough, the win on this one. Jeremy, finish us out.
Oh, this makes it easier because I've never seen Serendipity anyway, and now I don't have to even vote for that because I feel bad about not voting for it. But yeah, I mean, When Harry Met Sally, because that's when he bent her over in the alley. So yeah, When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry met, by the way, Casey's in comments as well. For Harvey, When Harry Met Sally, Harvey, one of our previous bastards, longtime friend, and will always be a friend to this channel. It is one of his favorite movies of all time, and I appreciate that. When Harry Met Sally also has two, when we do our movie quote bracket in a couple weeks, When Harry Met Sally has not one, but two different quotes from that movie in the count of 64. So I got to give it a prop on that one, but Serendipity moves on to the next round. Bubbles starts this one off. Is it You Got Mail or It's a Wonderful Life?
I think I'm gonna do It's a Wonderful Life. Like this matchup, I don't really like. I don't have much invested in this one, so It's a Wonderful Life just kind of sounds like a better option, I guess.
It's a Wonderful Life gets a vote. Sharon.
I cannot in any way, shape, or form ever vote against It's a Wonderful Life. To me, it's the ultimate Christmas movie. Although when it was made and first marketed, it was not considered that at all. So the fact that it's a classic now and is always shown this time of year, so, in some places like over and over and over again. Love it. I love it, Mr. Bailey. You old building alone.
I'll wait for my turn. Harley, It's a Wonderful Life or You Got Mail?
It's a Wonderful Life because that's a classic Christmas movie.
Fuck.
It gets a vote and the win on that one, Jeremy.
Motherfucker, I was all prepared to steal Frey's vote and fucking make sure that movie lost. That is the most boring movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. I literally fell asleep watching it. Yes, let's mix Christmas and fucking suicide. That's a good idea.
You Got Mail gets a vote. I'm voting last on
Frey
this one,
does.
but It's a Wonderful Life gets my vote. It's not a Christmas movie. And when somebody told me that no less than a week ago, and pointed out this fact that there's no Christmas elements in it,
Except for the very end.
not even that. There's a Christmas tree in there, and the very end. Yeah, they're we're singing the song "Old Lang Syne."
Hark the Herald Angels
Which
Sing, I
is-
think. And Old Lang Syne.
No,
I
it's
think they
Old-
do both.
Oh, I don't know about the Angels Sing, but I know they're singing Old Lang Syne. There's famous lines about how the entire every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings, which is religious content, but it's not Christmas.
No.
The only Christmas content realistically in this entire movie, it's a Christmas tree. Which means it takes part around Christmas.
Yeah.
But realistically, this movie has absolutely nothing to do with Christmas. But it is a Christmas classic. So when people give Die Hard shit for being a Christmas movie or not being a Christmas movie, I'm going to tell people now, look at It's a Wonderful Life.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Casey's in comments. If Harry and Sally isn't, A Wonderful Life isn't. I'm not saying when Harry was okay. First of all, I don't care who you are. If you think Independence Day is a Christmas movie, you're allowed to believe that. I'm not going to tell you anything different.
5 months difference there, buddy. I don't think it's anyone considered a Christmas movie.
Even if it's because you want Will Smith wrapped up in a bow below your tree. If that's the only reason you want Independence Day to be considered a Christmas movie, more power to you. Like I'm not gonna yuck your yum. All right.
How the fuck did you know what Harvey wants for Christmas?
That is, we've had long conversations about what to get your kids and what we want for Christmas. So, but that wasn't something I should have shared. It's a Wonderful Life moves on 4-1. Sharon starts us off.
Oh,
is it
all right.
The Family Man or Toy Story?
I can see why folks, again, it's a cartoon. Toy Story is cartoon. So that always gives it a strike to me. But Family Man, I have a little thing for Nicolas Cage and have for many, many years. I think he's just a really talented actor. But Téa Leoni is, come on, she's one of my 5 freebies. And so I have to vote for Téa Leoni for sure. And Family Man. It's a very cute film. Very, really nice. It's kind of a retelling of Scrooge. It's kind of a modern retelling of Scrooge if you don't know it. It's quite good.
Family Man.
And she's
Harley.
I have to go with Family Man.
Gets another one. Jeremy.
See, Family Man is the movie I watched as a kid to learn the phrase camel toe. So it has dear memories to me. But this is, I mean, is Toy Story a Christmas movie only because that's when he gets Woody?
Yeah. Yeah, he gets Woody for Christmas. Not Woody, Buzz.
Oh yeah, true. Well, I mean,
yeah.
No, I think he gets Buzz for his birthday. He has a whole birthday party with all his little friends that look the same.
So, Mrs. Potato Head. Yeah. There's a scene at the end of the movie. That's the entire Christmas scene for this.
Oh, okay. Well,
kind of like It's a Wonderful Life.
All right. Well, except it's a good movie. But I will, I guess, give it to the boy getting his first Woody. It's another memorable moment in every boy's life.
Toy Story gets a vote. Family Man gets the win. I like Toy Story. Toy Story was a huge leap for mankind, I guess, in the entire cartoon animation type thing. That movie was made way back in '95.
Was that a Pixar film?
That was Pixar's first film.
I was going to say, I want to say,
movie.
Yep.
That was 90. That came out 4 years before The Green Mile. Okay, and The Green Mile is considered a classic at this point. Reason I bring that up is because next month we're doing Green Mile for the recasting call, so make sure to check that one out.
Ooh.
So there's that. Bubbles, finish us out on this one though. Is it Toy Story or Family Man?
I feel like Toy Story needs a little bit more love, so I'm going to vote that way.
Family Man moves on 3-2 to the next round. I'll be right back right after this break. Jeremy, what are your shows up to this week?
Well, funny you ask, because last night on Paranormal New Normal, we just did the Holiday Horror Part 1 bracket, and that's what Casey was referencing at the beginning of the show, because something one that I disagree with, but whatever. And coming up next Friday on Maniacal Music Musings, it's the third part of the Rolling Stone bracket, which, of course, the beautiful Bubbles beside me here will be on as well. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be watching Chansey have major flip outs again, which got another good one last night from him. So it's so easy to fuck with Chansey. You just got to mispronounce names. But come check both those out. And just check out the regular releases every fucking week if you want to be entertained.
We are back for the second half of round 2. Harley starts us off. Is it Ghostbusters 2 or Gremlins?
I pick Gremlins.
Gremlins gets a vote. Jeremy.
Well, see, this is a major fuck you, Freddy. It really is. It's a fuck you, Freddy. And I hope you get fucked by a gremlin, but I would say a ghost, but you wouldn't feel that really. And I guess I'll have to go. Friendly. I mean, spectrophilia is a real thing. Spectrophilia is a real thing. Trust me. I've interviewed some people. But I got to go with Ghostbusters. I got to go with Ghostbusters on this one because I don't like things that are dangerous when they get wet.
Ghostbusters gets a vote. I'm going to go Gremlins on this one. I love the first Ghostbusters movie. It's hugely quotable. It's just a good movie all around. Ghostbusters 2. Very few people on this planet think that Ghostbusters 2 is better than Ghostbusters 1. They're wrong. Gremlins is well known to be a holiday movie than Ghostbusters 2 is, I will be going with the crowd on this one. Bubbles, Ghostbusters 2 or Gremlins?
Listen, I absolutely love Gizmo with my whole bubbly heart here, so I have to go with Gremlins.
Gets a vote and the win on that one. Karen.
I'm going to have to go with Gremlins too. They're cute. They're fuzzy. They just work for me.
Until you get them wet, then they're not cute and fuzzy.
True. That's very true. Got to keep those Gremlins dry. Keep your powder dry and your Gremlins dry.
Just like a nun. You got to keep it as dry as a nun.
Don't let them eat after midnight.
Jeremy starts us off. Is it Mean Girls or Just Friends?
Ooh, almost a fuck you, Freddy. Almost a fuck you, Freddy. But I mean, fucking A. It's Just Friends. Ryan Reynolds is so amazing. And we just did this evening at the movies. It's got to be Just Friends. It's such a fucking quotable, amazing movie. So is Mean Girls, but I mean, it's just, I'd rather watch Ryan Reynolds than watch Lindsay Lohan, unless she's doing some other things besides what she does in that movie.
Just Friends gets a vote on that one. I'm going to go Mean Girls on this one. I absolutely love. There's not a lot of Christmas scenes on this one, but there is one very famous Christmas scene in this movie where they're doing, I believe it's Jingle Bell Rock. I'm not particularly certain on that one, but
yeah.
And I am a Lindsay Lohan mark. Redheads are like, I even as an atheist, redheads are God's gift to mankind. There's that one. So Lindsay Lohan gets my vote, not Mean Girls. Lindsay Lohan gets my vote, but it will be going to Mean Girls. Bubbles, is it Mean Girls or Just Friends?
Oh, I love both of these movies so much, and they are both absolutely rewatchable for me. But I'm going with Just Friends.
Thank you.
Because Ryan Reynolds is God's gift to womankind.
Oh my God, yes. I mean, let's be honest here. You're thinking with your pants, and I'm gonna think with my pants as well.
Hey, I just made sure everybody knew that you were thinking with your pants, and I'm not disagreeing with you.
What are these pants you keep talking about?
Friends.
I really I like Ryan Reynolds a lot as well, but I feel like Mean Girls was just so snarky, and you know who really I thought was fantastic in that film was Tina Fey. There's just so much. There's so many different things, so many layers, and so many different things going on in Mean Girls. And I was at one time a high school girl myself, so I'm gonna have to give my vote to Mean Girls.
That is one thing we don't have in common.
That's just the one.
Just the one. Yeah, and Bubbles, we one thing Jeremy and I can agree on, especially when it comes to you, is why do pants have to even be involved?
Seriously. Thank you.
I mean, there's
my God.
There's a reason I call her Commando Bubbles.
Yeah, it's not Spinnaker anymore.
Right?
Bubbles. We're moving away from you on this one, Harley. Is it Mean Girls or Just Friends? And with this, since you are a tie-breaking decision, you get to know who is facing in the next round. Do you want to know this information?
No, I'm good. I picked Mean Girls because you can't go wrong with girls who spank themselves while they're dancing in little short skirts and Santa hats.
I mean, you can't. You're not wrong.
Thank you.
You're not wrong.
There.
You're not wrong. 100%. You're not wrong. But I mean, it's fucking Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool.
It's Lindsay Lohan in a short skirt and she spanks her ass.
I'm not spanking it, so why is it impressive to me?
Because it's fun to watch.
Yeah, porn's better.
Yeah, that's why strip clubs are made. There's an entire thing around.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't spank their ass, but other people can, and you can watch. Granted, I've only been to a strip club once in my entire life, so I can't really say much off that one. But I start this one off. And we have a Tim Burton matchup.
Uh-oh.
It's either Edward Scissorhands or Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my!
Nightmare
this
Before
is
Christmas
lucky
is
Freddy.
one of my favorite movies all time. It is Jess, our lovely, most beautiful bastard out there, her favorite movie of all time. And it also will be getting my vote on this one, hands down. I'm not a huge fan of Edward Scissorhands anyway. I never have been. So Nightmare Before Christmas gets my vote. Bubbles.
Oh my god, I do. I love both of these movies. But for Christmassy sake, I'm gonna go with Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, it's in the name.
Just like how the Christmas song won the Christmas song prize. Darren, Nightmare Before Christmas or Edward Scissorhands?
I'm not a huge fan of either movie, actually. And so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna use the exact same logic. The Nightmare Before Christmas actually has Christmas in the name, so that's gonna get my vote just for that reason alone.
It gets the vote and the win on this one, Harley.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
And Jeremy finishes out.
I hate that fucking movie more than anything on this earth. So 100%. It's as bad as fucking Lilo and actually no, it's not even as bad as Lilo and Stitch. That's actually a decent movie. I just can't stand Stitch. But
I was gonna say Lilo and Stitch is like we were about to be like on fighting terms, Jeremy.
Calm down, Bubbles. But yeah, Edward Scissorhands, though. I thought you were supposed to scissor with your legs, not your hands. Just saying.
Nightmare Before Christmas moves on 4-1, faces another 4-1 in the next round. Bubble starts us off. Is it two movies I have never seen? So I'm glad I'm going last. That way I can judge by your guys' answers on this one. Is it The Ref or Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Oh my god, I've never seen either one of these either.
I haven't either.
You know what? Let's go Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Gets a vote. Sharon.
I thought The Ref was pretty damn funny, actually. Basically, a guy breaks into this family's house on Christmas, and they're just all fighting with each other, and they drive him crazy. Dennis Leary is a cat burglar who basically is forced to take on this bickering, dysfunctional family, and he takes them hostage on Christmas Eve. So it's pretty humorous, and I'm gonna go with The Ref.
Dennis Leary is absolutely fantastic. Period. Harley, The Ref or Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
I haven't seen either of these, so I guess I'll go with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang because the title sounds awesome.
Gets a vote. Jeremy is not in the office currently, so
Does he forfeit his vote?
the really bad part is that I'm going to go with The Ref on this one, which means it's going to be a tiebreaker coming down to Jeremy anyway.
All right.
So I think since he's not here right now, what we're going to end up doing is we're going to put that on pause and move to the next one. When he comes back, he can finish it out. Sharon starts us off. Is it Rent or Eyes Wide Shut?
Oh my.
This is, interesting. I mean, when you talk about Christmas-ish, I mean, neither one of these movies say anything about Christmas to me. I thought that Eyes Wide Shut was kind of overhyped, overblown, overly weird. So I'm going to go with Rent.
Rent gets a vote. Rent, by the way, starts and ends at Christmas.
Okay. That's true. I guess you're right. It does a whole year.
Starts and ends at Christmas. Yep.
You're right. It does a whole year. That's right. Bookended by Christmas. But I never think of it as a Christmas movie or play.
That's because it only spends 2 days on Christmas.
There you go.
Like the other 363 days is just possibly 4 days. I don't know if it's a leap year or not. Is not Christmas. So that's like a 0.2.5% type thing.
Yeah.
Christmas movie. Rent does get a vote though. Harley.
Well, I'm a huge musical buff and I love musicals, so I'm going to have to go with Rent.
Rent gets a vote. Jeremy, since he's not here, that means the only person to vote left to be Bubbles. Bubbles, is it Eyes Wide Shut or Rent?
I absolutely love Rent. Is one of my favorites of all time. Like I saw the musical live, and I obviously have seen the movie. So that's my vote.
Gets a vote. I'm gonna go with Rent as well since Jeremy's back. Jeremy, you got 2 votes right here.
Yay.
First of all, let's go with the one that we're on right now. Is it Rent or Eyes Wide Shut?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Eyes Wide Shut the amazing sex cult movie?
Yes. It's either that or Vanilla Sky. I can't remember.
I mean, I love Rent, however many fucking minutes it is, and the Flash is foster dad getting AIDS, but I gotta go with freaking Eyes Wide Shut. That movie is amazing. That's like
325,600 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's Rosario Dawson being hot as hell, but still
yeah,
Eyes Wide Shut, because
anyway,
that's what's her name being hot as hell. A lot of hot women.
4-1. That moves on to the next round. The other one you're a tiebreaker for.
Oh yay!
And that means you also get to know who is facing in the next round if you so choose.
I think from the choices I heard, I didn't care. So go ahead.
Is it Kiss Kiss Bang Bang or The Ref?
The Ref?
The Ref. R-E-F.
I have never fucking heard of The Ref, so I'll give it to Kiss Kiss Bang Bang because I've heard of that movie at least.
I think there should be a new rule. I think there should be a new rule. You can't vote for movies that you've never seen.
That's what he did. So there you go.
Yeah, no, that's what happened. He said he'd never seen The Ref, so. Cute.
Well, he said he. Have you seen Kiss Kiss Bang?
I'm pretty sure I've seen Kiss. I've heard of it. I'm pretty sure I've seen parts of it.
Okay, all right.
All right. Sharon starts us off. Is it? We got a comedy movie breakdown right now. Is it Trading Places or Meet the Fockers?
Oh wow. Okay. I thought Eddie Murphy was hilarious in Trading Places. There was multiple things, and Dan Aykroyd was great in it too. I'm definitely showing my age because I know that film so well. I like Ben Stiller. And I know that's a successful franchise, but I'm gonna go with the Eddie Murphy film. That's it for me. Trading Places for sure is hilarious.
Trading Places gives about Jeremy. While you're not talking, you want to push mute because your dog's in the background?
My bad.
Thanks, sir. That's like, I think you push the stop cam, not the. There you go. All right. Harley, Trading Places, Meet the Fockers.
I'm going to have to go with Meet the Fockers because that little boy in it is hilarious when they're trying to teach him how to sign language with like how to sign, and he does the poop sign.
Gets a vote. Jeremy.
I mean, Trading Places is an amazing freaking movie. I love it. Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy are hilarious in it, but Meet the Fockers to me is the best movie in that franchise. I mean, Ben Stiller, Robert De Niro, fucking Dustin Hoffman, Barbara Streisand. I mean, it's fucking hilarious. It's so hilarious. I fucking love that Barbara Streisand's like a freaking like senior sex coach. Like that shit's hilarious. So, and plus the whole foreskin falling into the fondue is freaking classic. So, 100% Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers gets a vote. I'm gonna give it to Bubbles on this one because I'm gonna go old school and go Trading Places on this one. Eddie Murphy is especially this time, is fucking funny. He is funny now, but he's he's got kids and everything else now, got grandkids by this point, so he has to kind of tone it down. This is Raw era. This is Eddie Murphy Raw and Delirious era. This is Trading Places. It's not a dirty comedy, but it's still fucking funny. So it gets my vote. I do know Meet the Fuckers is pretty dirty as well, but it's less reliant. It's less reliant on one person. It's a collective funny instead of just focusing on that one. So it is a tie game. Bubbles, is it Meet the Fuckers or Trading Places?
I'm gonna say Meet the Fockers. Just as far as like rewatchability, I feel like I would rewatch that more often than Trading Places.
I fucking love you, Bubbles.
Aw, I love you too.
3-2, Meet the Fockers moves on to the next round. Jeremy, thank you. Sharon started that one off, so Harley starts this one off. Is it Rise of the Guardians or Jumanji, the original Jumanji?
I would go with Jumanji because it's Robin Williams and it's a classic movie. So Jumanji gets my vote.
And according to Q, we are not allowed to vote against Robin Williams. So Jumanji gets a vote on that one. Jeremy.
Well, as Q says, we can't leave Robin Williams hanging around. And I got 100%. I got 100% go with Jumanji. It gave birth to one of the greatest cartoons ever made. So yeah.
Jumanji gets a vote. Since Jumanji's on its way to winning already, I'm going to give it to Rise of the Guardians. Alec Baldwin is Santa, like a big buff Viking-esque Santa, tattooed and everything else. It's like it's kind of says that Santa's a badass. Plus, you have the Easter Bunny in there, and Jack Frost is in there, and Sandman and everything else. It's kind of, if you guys remember the Escape Clause, which is the third Santa Claus movie. They have the entire round table of like different holidays.
The legends. They're called the legends.
Yeah. So that's kind of what the entire Rise of the Guardians, but it's in cartoon form. And
Freddie, you're not wrong though. Alec Baldwin is a lot safer with an axe than he is with a gun. So
yeah, Rise of the Guardian gets my vote. Bubbles, Rise of the Guardians from Jumanji.
You know what? I'm gonna pull out a fuck you, Freddie, on this one because I love Rise of the Guardians, and I feel like that one is definitely more of like that Christmas feeling, even though it's not a Christmas movie. Like when I think of Jumanji, like I don't think of Christmas at all, but I also like it would be a sin to vote against Robin Williams. Like this put me in a bad position here.
Well, you're gonna either Jumanji wins this entire thing, so you're just never gonna send, which I do know that you send. So you're eventually gonna have to vote against Robin Williams.
I know. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Rise. I'm doing Rise on this one.
For those who don't know, the Christmas element in Jumanji is at the very end of the movie where you finally meet the kids' parents, and that's when they stop the parents from taking the trip that killed them in the first place. So that's when those two worlds finally collide. So it's a tie game. Sharon gets tie-breaking decision. Do you want to know who's facing in the next round?
Is there any penalty for me to know that?
No.
Oh, then lay it on me.
Okay. It's either Jumanji with 2 votes or Rise of the Guardians with 2 votes going against a 4-1 victory in the last and going against 4-1 in the next round. It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, wow. All right. Well, let's set up something really interesting in the next round then. Let's pit Robin Williams against Jamie Stewart and go with Jumanji for this one.
That hurt my soul.
That what?
That hurts my soul.
It does. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have no
All right.
soul.
I know. I sold it for a Snickers bar a while back. And it didn't. It didn't change my hunger element. I feel gypped. Jeremy starts us off and ends round one. Is it The Holiday or Little Women?
Holiday is the okay, and that's not the Queen Latifah one. That's the one with Jack Black. Last Holiday is Queen Latifah. Yeah, I have never seen Little Women. I mean, I've seen Little Women, but I've never seen the movie Little Women. So, but
hey, now
I'm married to a Little Woman, for God's sake. But I will 100% have to go with The Holiday because Jack Black is amazing in that movie, and it shows he can do serious roles just as good as he does comedy.
He's been in other ones too.
Shallow Hal, I know, but
that's still comedy.
It's a drama.
It's dramata at best.
Hey, that movie told me to love BBW. That movie told me to love BBW, so shut your mouth.
He was
Little
in High
Women.
Fidelity with John Cusack, which was a really good film.
He was in The Jackal with Bruce Willis as well. He got his arm blown off while holding a pack of cigarettes. He did play a stoner in that movie though, so I guess you can kind of go comedy on that side. But Little Women gets my vote. Bubbles, is it Little Women or The Holiday?
This one, I really like both these movies, but I'm gonna go with The Holiday on this one just because I like Jack Black.
The Holiday gets a vote. Karen.
Jack Black is super charming in that film. I love Kate Winslet. I feel like I've been watching her since she was a teenager in Heavenly Creatures. If some of you remember that film. And Jude Law. I mean, come on, Jude Law. So yummy to look at. I got to go with The Holiday. The lots of nice things to look at in that film.
Is nobody going to mention Cameron Diaz?
She's all right.
Yeah.
She's all right.
I mean, Cameron Diaz in The Mask. Now, come on. I
mean,
I watched so many of that more times than I ever can imagine.
Dude, Cameron Diaz in what is it? The updated version of Annie as like as a villain is still great. Fucking Cameron Diaz
in all of the Charlie's Angels remakes.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Diaz in Vanilla Sky.
Oh, yes. Remember that one.
Harley finishes out on this one. Is it Little Women or The Holiday?
It's The Holiday because that movie is hilarious.
The Holiday moves on 4-1 to the next round. Be right back right after this break. Nobody has blown alone. Nobody has stolen a vote. Jeremy has done his ad. So Harley and Sharon, let's go Sharon first. Sharon, what are you up to at this time?
Well, I've spent most of my live streaming time on an app called Stationhead, where we basically can we stream music, kind of do your own radio thing, and I'm on there on Wednesdays and Fridays and Sundays. And in fact, I'm going to do a show on Christmas Eve, actually, which is just tomorrow. Which I guess a lot of folks will that show will be over with by the time anyone hears this podcast, probably. But yeah, you'll see me on Stationhead and also on Instagram at Viking.diaries and at thevikingdiaries.com. It all comes together. And if you want to track me down pretty much anywhere, you could start there and you'll find me.
And Harley, what you up to?
Hey guys, I'm Harley from the Asylum with Harley and Lisa. We just interviewed one of my favorite authors on our show that will be dropping the day after Christmas. And you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram with the Asylum with Harley or on the Mod Squad Network.
And we're back for round 2. It looks like Jeremy starts us off. Is it Die Hard, moving on in looks like the only sweep that we've had this entire game so far, or Gremlins, 4-1?
On this one, I gotta go with Gremlins for rewatchability.
Gets a vote. I'm gonna go Die Hard on this one. They're both. These are the two movies that come up majority of the time when they talk about Christmas movies that aren't Christmas movies type things. So I kind of like that they go in head to head. But as far as movie to movie goes, I could rewatch Die Hard a lot more than I can rewatch Gremlins. And this is not a bracket saying that of Christmas movies. This is Christmas-ish movies. So saying that Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie is not really a problem. So Bubbles, Die Hard, Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Gets a vote. Sharon.
Die Hard has got to have it, and not just for Bruce Willis, but holy cow, for Alan frickin' Rickman. I mean, as the villain, fantastic. It's got to be Die Hard for me, no question. And I'll probably watch it later tonight after we're done.
If you want Alan Rickman as a villain, watch Harry Potter.
I know, but this was a younger Alan Rickman.
Did you know, by the way, that Die Hard was like one of his first major roles, if not his first major role?
It's my first awareness of him. I don't remember who I don't remember seeing him before I saw him in Die Hard.
It was his first major role ever. It was his first major role. His first English speaking role.
Yeah. So Die Hard gets a vote. Here's a tie game. Harley, is it Gremlins or Die Hard?
It's going to have to be Gremlins because growing up, my grandparents had this dog. It was a Chihuahua mixed, and it looked just like Gizmo from the Gremlins.
I will never be able to unsee that now. Gremlins moves on 3-2 to the next round. I start this one off. It's either Catch Me If You Can, not Reindeer Games, or Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, come on, don't get me wrong. I like Tom Hanks. I do. I like Tom Hanks.
Leonardo DiCaprio, motherfucker.
It's Nightmare Before Christmas. One of my favorite movies of all time. Hands down. Gets my vote. Bubbles. Nightmare Before Christmas or Catch Me If You Can. You're on mute.
You're muted, Bubbly.
Boo! I was so confident in my answer. It was Catch Me If You Can.
I shall try.
Gets a vote. Sharon.
I love DiCaprio in that. I love Tom Hanks in that. I love the whole story. Frank Abagnale is my guy. I got to go with Catch Me If You Can.
Get another one, Harley.
I'm going to go with Catch Me If You Can because, well, Leonardo DiCaprio.
And it's not letting Jeremy put the final nail in the coffin. Jeremy, Catch Me If You Can or Nightmare Before Christmas.
I already put a fucking Dark Knight 6 Feet Under about a month ago, so I'm still living in the glory of that. So I will gladly vote against Nightmare Before Christmas and go with Catch Me If You Can. Bye, Jack Skellington. You'd be the easiest.
I still see it as a direct Christmas movie, though. So
it's not. Like I said last week, it's at best it's a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah.
So, Catch Me If You Can moves on 4-1 to the next round. Bubble starts us off. Is it Batman Returns or Rent?
Oh, Rent. That's easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Gets a vote, Sharon.
Just for its uplifting message around this time of year, even though it's only has Christmas at the front at the end of the film, I'm going to go with Rent as well.
Gets another one. Casey's in comments, by the way. Given a emphatic FYJ, which I'm assuming is a fuck you, Jeremy.
I am assuming you are correct, good sir. I'm assuming you are correct.
That one. Harley, Rent, Batman Returns.
I'm gonna go with Rent because of the message behind Rent, and I just absolutely love Rent altogether.
And Jeremy, Batman Returns or Rent?
Bat nipples. Gotta go with Batman. Gotta go with Batman Returns because you want to talk squeezy there, Bubbles. We're talking Michelle Pfeiffer.
Batman Returns stays in round 2. Rent moves on 4-1 to the next round to the quarterfinals. Sharon starts us off. Is it? Except you created this mess. So you get to start it. Is it It's a Wonderful Life or Jumanji?
Hands down for me, It's a Wonderful Life. I love Robin Williams, but I've seen it. I've lost track of how many times I've seen It's a Wonderful Life, and I'll probably watch that one tomorrow. So yeah, It's a Wonderful Life for me.
It's a Wonderful Life gets a vote. Harley?
I'm gonna go with It's a Wonderful Life.
Gets another one. Jeremy's going for Jumanji.
I am, but I also am stealing your vote, Freddie, and making you vote for Jumanji.
Come on in.
Do me right, Bubbles.
It is 2-2. Bubbles, It's a Wonderful Life. Jumanji.
I didn't steal your vote this time, so.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I am going to vote for Robin Williams in this one.
Fucking shove the knife into It's a Wonderful Life. Fucking thank you. Thank you. Shake that motherfucker.
I like It's a
I'm
Wonderful Life.
sorry. I wanted It's a Wonderful Life to go all the way to the final bracket.
It went all the way to its grave.
Well, Sharon, you
belongs.
shouldn't have put it up against It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, but Jeremy was never going to vote for it.
Because it's not a wonderful life.
Okay, hold
Damn
on.
it.
So Harley and Sharon would have, if it would have gone against Rise of the Guardians, would most likely have gone with It's a Wonderful Life.
Would
Jeremy
it?
doing okay, just hypothetically, Sharon, between It's a Wonderful Life or Rise of the Guardians, which is the other
No
option
question.
that you could have chose, without a question, would have been It's a Wonderful Life, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So, Harley, I'm assuming it's the same thing? Okay. So that's 2. Jeremy stealing if Jeremy would have stolen my vote again to go with Rise of the Guardians, because it would be going against It's a Wonderful Life, I'm assuming he would have done the same fucking thing again.
Yep.
It would have still gone down to Bubbles. So Bubbles would it have been It's a Wonderful Life or Rise of the Guardians?
Rise of the Guardians.
See, we couldn't have done anything.
Sorry.
So it wouldn't matter.
It's not your fault. It's fucking Jeremy's.
Yeah, either way, it's Jeremy's fault.
Yes, no matter what.
It's a Wonderful Life is out because I would have gone for It's a Wonderful Life.
I know.
I agree with Casey. F you, Jeremy.
That's a hill I could die hard on. That's a hill I could die hard on.
Casey's in comments.
Just for that, I'm going to quote a line from that movie in every one of my responses from now on.
I'd like to see you try, actually. That would be kind of fun to watch. Harley starts us off. I think. Either way, Harley starts us off. Is it Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter, 3-2, or Mean Girls, 3-2?
It's Mean Girls.
Mean Girls gets a vote. Jeremy?
Harry Potter all fucking day. Fucking dragons, dude. Fucking dragons. And mermaid people. Mer people.
I don't say this very often, but I agree with Jeremy.
Be better.
I do like Mean Girls. It's a great movie. I absolutely love the entire scene where she hits by a bus. Can't help it. It was fucking deserved. But Goblet of Fire, out of all like 8 movies they have, Goblet of Fire is my favorite one out of all of them. And I'm a Potter fan, so it's also like the longest one of them. So It gets my vote.
That's
Bubbles
cheesy.
is a Goblet of Fire or Mean Girls.
Goblet of Fire.
Gets a third vote and the win on that one. Harley. Or Sharon, sorry.
I cannot vote for Harry Potter for sure. And I voted for Mean Girls in the first round. And my quote from It's a Wonderful Life that I will share is, I've been saving this money for a divorce if I ever get a husband.
I love that one.
Thank you, Harley. You got that.
That scene though, like that final scene makes me cry every time.
I can cry just thinking about it.
Dude, like that line is a man is never poor if he has friends.
That's right.
Is one of like the best lines in movie history for me. And that's not saying anything with the entire every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Right.
And it's not because of the line itself, it's because of the person who's saying it. But there's that. Goblet of Fire moves on 3-2 after that one. Jeremy starts us off.
I disagree with that statement. I've had friends and been fucking poor, so that's not true.
Actually, the line is, no man is a failure who has friends.
Okay. Sorry. There you go.
So,
I
'cause
misquoted. Yeah.
That's okay. I mean, I think you're very rich if you have friends as well. I can easily make that substitution too.
Hey, I know some failures who have friends, so I mean that's not true either. So
Jeremy starts us off. Is it Kiss Kiss Bang Bang or 8 Crazy Nights?
Oh, 8 fucking crazy nights all fucking day. Whitey, man, that's the funniest character ever. Fucking Christ.
2 times in a row, I'm going along with Jeremy. Bubbles.
Sames. 8 Crazy
Same.
Nights.
Gets the win. Sharon.
I will go with 8 Crazy Nights, just even though it's a cartoon, because I just feel it's captures the spirit of the season a little bit better than Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I would
Cartoons
say.
are for adults too, Sharon. Just saying.
Yeah, I know.
And Harley, finish us out.
For kids.
I'm gonna go with it. Crazy Nights also.
5-0 in our second sweep so far. I start this one off. I'm mad about this one, but is it Serendipity or Meet the Fockers? I know Meet the Fockers are going to win, and I'm not completely unhappy about it because I can see the board, and between if Serendipity moves on and sorry, I already told you guys, but if Serendipity moves on, it'll be facing Rent, and I don't know what the hell I'll be voting for that one because I love fucking both of them as a musical nerd, and I absolutely love the movie Serendipity. So I will be giving my vote to Serendipity, and solidarity to the movie. Bubbles, Serendipity or Meet the Fockers?
Meet the Fockers.
Gets a vote. Sharon.
I'm gonna stick up for you on this one, Mr. Bailey. I'm gonna say Serendipity, just because I think it takes place during Christmas shopping. It's more Christmassy. It's more Christmas-ish than the Fockers. Let's put it that way.
That, and it has the dad from American Pie.
Eugene Levy.
Yep. Mr. Levinstein. Harley, is it Serendipity or Meet the Fockers?
Meet the Fockers.
Which means it's a tiebreaker decision. Jeremy, you already know who's facing the next round. Is it Meet the Fockers or Serendipity?
Us. Oh.
You could totally do a bastard move.
Oh, it's 100% Meet the Fockers. I don't give a fuck. It's Meet the Fockers. I didn't even give a chance for Freddie
Oh
to get
man,
that
you could have just pulled the
choice.
most bastardish move of the day, since Freddie said that like he wouldn't know what to choose between.
I am not cute. I'm not cute. If I actually love a movie, I will stand behind it to the fucking end. I don't give a fuck what I'm stopping from happening.
That little boy saying the asshole.
Yes.
I always thought that wasn't that done in the movie Hancock as well? Call Me an Asshole one more time. And then throws the kid up in the sky, and you can hear him going, "Ho!" all the way up.
You might be right.
I feel like that sounds accurate. It sounds like a thing.
I haven't seen that movie in a minute since we did the Will Smith bracket for Harvey back in the day.
Meet the Fockers moves on. Fockers. I keep mispronouncing that.
No, you.
Meet the Fockers moves on to the next round. Last up in this round, Bubbles starts us off. Is it the Family Man or the Holiday?
Oh, it's a tough matchup.
Yeah, this one I'm gonna go with the Family Man.
Gets the
Man, this is the toughie. I've got all kinds of. I love both of those, both movies. I actually just watched The Holiday recently, but I can't vote against Téa Leoni, man. I'm gonna go with the Family Man, and I gotta dig that up somewhere and watch it now that we've talked about it.
Gets another one. Harley, Family Man, The Holiday.
I'm gonna go with the Family Man.
Gets a vote and the win. Jeremy.
Well, you know, Freddie, I'm a family guy, so I guess I gotta go with the Family Man.
Wow.
And I mean, exposure to camel toe the first time, it's memorable.
5-0. The Family Man moves on to the quarterfinals. I didn't think it would have gotten that much love when I put it in this bracket, but I am presently surprised. That's the end of round 2. We'll be right back for round 3 and beyond right after this last break. Jeremy is the only person to blow a load or steal a vote. He did steal a vote, so all loads are in play, and everybody steal a vote, with the exception of Jeremy, can be used in the next 4 and only the next 4 votes. Welcome back for round 3 and beyond. It looks like Sharon starts us off on this one, and I am going to be giving her, is it Catch Me If You Can or 8 Crazy Nights?
Well, I've been voting for Catch Me If You Can all the way through here, and I'm going to stick with that this time too, for sure.
Gets a vote. Harley.
I'm gonna go with 8 Crazy Nights.
Gets another one. Jeremy.
Well, this is a real fuck you, Freddie, isn't it? It's a real fuck you, Freddie.
No, we chose this, Jeremy. We chose this life. And so technically it's fuck us.
And yeah, well, and realistically, like
Bubbles, don't give me false promises. Don't give me false promises.
I was the only person to vote for Reindeer Games. I was also the only person, like in round 1, I was the only person to vote for Nightmare Before Christmas. Both of those were against Catch Me If You Can. So realistically, I am the last person to blame for this one.
Fair enough.
I'm still gonna say fuck you, and Casey, I'm gonna say fuck you too for making fucking Silent Night, Deadly Night win last night. God damn it! But it should have been Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. But I will have to give. What are the choices again? I fucking lost it.
Catch Me If You Can or 8 Crazy Nights.
All right, I'm gonna give it to Catch Me If You Can just because in the Tom Hanks bracket we did it back in Thanksgiving, it didn't get enough love. So Catch Me If You Can.
Bubbles, I love you. I really do. But I don't trust you enough.
What?
I will be stealing Bubbles' vote. Because I know she loves Leonardo DiCaprio. And
her pants do.
And she's been voting with her pants. So I know that she loves Leonardo DiCaprio, and I don't trust her not to vote with her pants on this particular one, even though we both know 8 Crazy Nights is the better movie.
I don't know about that.
So I will be stealing Bubbles' vote on this one, and Bubbles and I both will be voting for 8 Crazy Nights, giving 8 Crazy Nights the win on this one. But just so she has her vote heard. Bubbles, was it Catch Me If You Can or 8 Crazy Nights?
It was gonna be 8 Crazy Nights anyways, just because I feel that's more Christmassy or more holiday-ish. But that's okay. I accept your steal. I understand why.
At least I gave her a reason. Yeah, Casey, no one steals Bubbles' vote. I felt like I had to because she keeps voting with her pants, and it didn't.
We want those pants off, damn it! We want those pants off.
I know, all right?
If it was Deadpool, I'm pretty sure that's the way I would have swung if it was Deadpool, but
well, as long as you're swinging, I'm
no, that's
fine.
Ryan Reynolds. Why was I thinking Ryan Reynolds with Leonardo? Never mind, scratch that. I just had like a stupid moment.
8 Crazy Nights move on 32. Our first person on this podcast. Harley starts us off. Is it Rent or Meet the Fockers?
I'm gonna steal Jeremy's vote and go with Rent.
Fucking thank you. I was like, oh my god, no, because I know where he's gonna vote, and that's not what I want.
Rent wins. With my vote, Rent will be moving on to the quarterfinals. Bubbles, is it Rent or Meet the Fockers?
It's Rent.
Goddamn AIDS.
It's Rent. It's clean sweep for Rent.
5-0 moves on to the next round. Jeremy, just for clarification, where would have your vote gone?
See, I'm not even that mad at this because Rent's a good movie. It is. Like, I'm not that mad. Like, if it was It's a Wonderful Life or something like that, I would have been fucking furious. But for Rent, it's fucking Flash's foster dad and that shit. I'm down for that, and it's Rosario Dawson looking hot as fuck. But
yeah,
still, I mean, I for rewatchability, I'd rather watch Meet the Fockers every day compared to Rent. So,
see, I'm glad.
Well, with that, Rent moves on 5-0.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Harley.
I couldn't steal a vote.
Yeah, it would have won anyway. Jeremy does start this one off though. Is it Gremlins or Goblet of Fire?
Okay, first things first. Casey, I get my vote stolen every fucking time I'm on the show. So yeah, it doesn't even matter. But,
at least once.
At least once, yeah. Sometimes twice if there's dicks around, like you. But well, actually, he fails because he tries to do it on one time. I don't give a fuck about. But Gremlins, or what's the other option here?
Goblet of Fire.
Oh, it's Goblet of fucking Fire all fucking day. For the win. I could take the whole bracket home and I'll be happy.
I'm waiting for one of these days where like 5 votes in a row or how many people we have, but everybody steals the one person's vote, like just one after another, so they don't get a vote like for up to 6 in a row. Just to, I did think it'd be funny.
We should all do it to Q one day. We should all do it to Q. Planet.
I think we should too. Just collectively and not tell them. Like have like a group chat going on and just not tell them. Where like tell Jess, it's like, hey, steal Q's vote, blah blah blah, and like the next person steals Q's vote again. Just watch him flip the fuck out. I just think it'd be funny.
It'd be priceless.
Yeah, it would.
Q's birthday is just passed too, so we can't. We might be able to wait until next year to do it, but doing it on his birthday episode would be fucking fantastic.
Wasn't it Q's birthday that we started the steal a vote?
We started this, yeah. It's the reason why I said it just passed. So, anyway, Bubbles, Goblet of Fire, Gremlins.
Oh my god.
I would like you to know though, there's only 2 times left to steal a vote. So if you're going to steal a vote, I would do it quickly.
No, I'm not going to steal a vote. I'm just going to go Goblet of Fire.
Gets the vote and the win on that one, Sharon.
I'm going to go, even though my vote doesn't matter at this point, I'm going to stick with Gremlins. I've voted for it all the way through. So I'll just stick with that.
It always matters. You know
Sharon. For
Okay.
dexterity purposes. For dexterity purposes.
Harley, finish out.
I'm gonna go with Gremlins also.
3-2, Goblet of Fire moves on to the final four. Last up, so this is the last time for Bubbles or Sharon to use your steal a vote.
Okay.
I start us off, and it looks like it's The Family Man or Jumanji. I will vote against Robin Williams. I have no problem in that. I don't want to see Robin Williams just kind of hanging around anymore.
Let him sway in there, man, in the breeze, like a fucking wet dick.
I wasn't gonna go there. Family Man gets my vote. And Family Man's a good movie. As Sharon said before, it's dipped into Scrooge, and Scrooge, who won last week, as far as the Christmas characters bracket goes.
Some bullshit right there. Some
on.
fucking bullshit. Krampus should have won. Krampus should have fucking won the whole thing.
Hey, I gave you that vote for Krampus. Like, no shit.
You shouldn't have moved the time around.
No.
Damn it. You would have been there.
Scrooge absolutely should have won. Like, I am satisfied with our decision.
I agree with that too. I'm agree Scrooge winning. Anyway, Bubbles, Jumanji, Family Man.
I'm gonna go Family Man on this one.
Bubbles did not use her steal a vote. Sharon.
Well, I don't think I was prepared to use my steal a vote to see that Family Man won, but I'm gonna give it the third vote. So what?
You still could, but that's all right.
Well, I could, but why should I bother if I don't want to waste stealing someone's vote? Although I guess I can't in the next round, can I?
Yeah, you can't steal any more votes after this. So
that's true. You know what? Just because I'm still so peeved at Jeremy for his vitriol against It's a Wonderful Life, I'm going to steal his vote just for the hell of it. and Jeremy is voting for The Family Man.
Okay.
So Harley, final vote: Family Man or Jumanji?
I'm not upset about
The
that.
Family Man.
Oh, it's a sweet.
Family Man moves on 5-0.
I'm not upset about
No
that.
more-
I'm really not upset about that at all.
I know. I'm just being silly.
Now, Casey, for you, I hope Krampus comes and puts you in a fucking sack and beat you with a stick for saying that.
Casey's in comments. I'm intrigued. I'm down to steal Q or Jeremy's votes, and I'm proud that we cultured voters voted Krampus out. Krampus is a good holiday character. I can't say anything against it. He was going against Mr. Hanky in the first round. Personally, I would have voted for Mr. Hanky over Krampus because it's fucking Mr. Hanky.
I love Mr. Hanky.
It's truly a fuck you Freddy matchup. It really is.
Yeah. But I even said it to you when you asked me who I wanted to pick. We did miss you last week, though, Jeremy. Like we even some of us even had our channeling Jeremy moments on that one, on like different things. It's like we just had to have you there.
And it's funny. I was talking about Krampus on a podcast when you guys were doing it. So there you go.
We have 2 3-2s and 2 5-0s in this one.
Woo!
And it looks like I think I started that last one off. So Bubbles starts this one off. Is it Goblet of Fire, Family Man, Rent, or 8 Crazy Nights? What are we starting off with?
Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire, which means it is Goblet of Fire versus Rent.
Oh, fuck us. Jesus.
Nevada. On my way to Nevada.
Nobody has blown their loads.
Oh my
I'm
God. You know what? Just because I can, I'm going to blow my load all over this because this is a stupid mashup now.
Sharon, Goblet of Fire or Rent?
Not a Harry Potter fan, so it's super easy for me to vote for Rent.
Gets a vote. Harley?
I'm going to go for Rent.
Jeremy?
See. Well, first things first, I'm getting bubbles squirted out of my fucking beard still. But it's 100% gonna be. I know, right, Freddie? It gets everywhere when you have a beard. What can I say? Although aftertaste, you just go like, suck it up. But 100%, it's gotta be Goblet of Fire. Come the fuck on! It's Goblet of Fire. It's the return of he who shall not be named. God damn it!
I am perfectly okay with either one of these movies going on, which means since Bubbles blew her load, I'm going to give her the tie-breaking decision.
Oh my goodness. Why?
I'm a bastard, okay? I'm fully fucking aware that I am a bastard and I do not care.
Oh my goodness. Do we have anybody like voting in comments right now?
No, we don't.
No,
we don't.
The last person to comment was your lovely husband.
Oh.
He's making fun of the way I said Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was trying to read that. I'm like, is that phonetic
Casey,
or what?
Casey just voted for Goblet. There you go.
Casey just voted for Goblet. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give it to Casey on this one. So I'm going to go with Goblet on this one. Although it does make me cringe so much because I absolutely love Rent. But I love Harry Potter as well. So.
Well, if you want, you can vote for Rent when it comes up for the third place. Goblet of Fire moves on 3-2 to the finals. Sharon starts us off on the other side.
Bubbles gave into the box once again.
Sharon,
I did give it to
is
them.
it Family Man moving on 5-0 or 8 Crazy Nights 3-2?
It's Family Man for me all the way. Now, Family Man.
Family Man gets a vote. Harley, Family Man, 8 Crazy Nights.
8 Crazy Nights.
Gets another one, Jeremy. Sorry, gets one, Jeremy.
Trying to think here.
Téa Leoni.
Family Man, but not because I'm picking the movie I want to pick, just because I'm playing logistically here.
I don't know what Jeremy's getting at, but I kind of want to see it play out. I'm going to go for 8 Crazy Nights, which means it is a tie-breaking decision. Again, coming down to Bubbles. Bubbles already knows who is facing in the finals. So, 8 Crazy Nights for Family Man.
8 Crazy Nights.
Fuck. You had to fuck it up, Bubble. You had to fuck it all up.
Which means it's 8 Crazy Nights versus Goblet of Fire in the finals.
I was trying to avoid that.
But I didn't want to vote it off yet.
Harley starts us off for third place. Is it Rent or Family Man?
Rent.
Rent gets a vote. Jeremy?
Family Man.
I'm going to go for Rent on this one. I mean, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Nicolas Cage, but Rent, I'm a musical nerd to start. Bubbles, Family Man or Rent?
Rent, of course.
Gets another one. And Sharon finishes off.
I'm going Family Man all the way. I don't think it matters much, but
3-2.
It always matters.
It always matters, but it's a 3-2. So
for dexterity purposes, Rent moves on 3-2 to the next round. Jeremy starts us off. Bubbles is the only person to blow their load. Jeremy, is it Goblet of Fire or 8 Crazy Nights?
Well, with Bubbles blowing her load already, I don't feel too bad because she edged me on. So I think I'm going to blow my load all over this.
Oh, man.
Jeremy, blows his load,
Could've
knowing
told
that
me
I'm
to
going to blow my
open.
load because it's in the finals. Bubbles, is it 8 Crazy Nights or Goblet of Fire?
I'm gonna go with 8 Crazy Nights on this one, just because again it's more of the Christmassy Christmas feel.
I do find it funny in a Hanukkah movie winning a Christmas-ish movie bracket.
That is kind of ironic. Yeah.
I mean, Hanukkah, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to offend the Jewish people out there, but I don't want to call Hanukkah Christmas-ish.
Fair.
It's gonna fuck people up. I'm sorry, but there's that. Karen, 8 Crazy Nights or Goblet of Fire?
I'm for all the reasons that you did, Mr. Bailey, Mr. George Bailey. I'm gonna say 8 Crazy Nights as well.
I think it's the second time you voted for that movie, and it's the only cartoon that you voted for so far in this one. Not even so far. He's the only one you have. This last coming up. Sharon has decided not to blow her load on this show. Harley, is it Goblet of Fire or 8 Crazy Nights?
8 Crazy Nights.
Gets the vote and the win. Jeremy.
Fucking Christ. I was trying to prevent this shit from happening. I agree with Casey fucking Box, for God's sake. Now I know how it feels, Freddie.
Goblet.
Now I know how it feels, Freddie. I know how it feels to be, I'm just a Jew, a lonely Jew on Christmas. Yeah, but it's fucking Harry Potter and Goblet of Fire all day for my vote.
Speaking of like TV lines, whatever happened to the entire kept on quoting the It's a Wonderful Life, Karen? Like you just you kind of stopped.
I stopped doing it. I know. I gotta work that back in, don't I? All right. Yeah.
Well, you can't now. You've already given your last vote. I'm gonna give it to 8 Crazy Nights as well, though.
All right.
4-1. 8 Crazy Nights wins a Christmas-ish bracket. It couldn't win the Christmas movie bracket. It lost it by 1 vote. It wins the Christmas-ish movie bracket 4-1.
Awesome.
That is our show this week there, guys. Bubbles, where can people find you?
You can find me right here on Bracket Bastards. Or you can find me on, I guess, TikTok. I'm back on TikTok. Under Jessie Marie.
Sure. Mid-yaw.
Me?
Yep.
TheVikingDivers.com will connect you up to all the places where I am, but most of the time live, it's going to be on Station Head 3 times a week, where we play music and tell stories around the music and the history of the music and all that stuff.
Harley.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube with The Asylum with Harley. On Instagram, it's not one word. And you can also find me on the Mod Squad Network with all of our shows. And we go live every Saturday night with an awesome giveaway.
Jared.
You can, of course, find your ODB on Paranormal Than Normal. Now, once again, the #1 science pod on Good Pods. Or you can find me on Maniacal Music Musings, the #3 music commentary show on Good Pods. Or you could just find me surfing around on different podcasts, guessing here and there. On Facebook, it's the Uncensored, Untamed, and fucking Unapologetic UQ Podcast Collective. On XX Baby in the Gram, it's at Juggalo Bastard. And since now the Senator Bubbles is back on a certain app, we're going to start calling it Thick Talk. And we are going to find me there as that Juggalo Bastard. And you can find me on YouTube as either Paranormal Than Normal, Maniacal Music Musings, or streaming live on Blind Knowledge Network. Because all knowledge was blind until I buried It's a Wonderful Life.
I tip my hat to you, sir. That was great. You're getting a good radio voice going on. Like when he started that entire thing, like his radio voice was just spot.
I've been doing a lot of scripted podcasts, so my throat's been getting a lot of work. My wife appreciates it too. So,
are you sure you don't want to rephrase that last comment?
I said what I said.
And I'll fight it again, there, boy. I am your host, Freddie Fisher. Though you can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracketology. We have 2 polls going up every single day as we record. Currently, it is a search for Santa bracket. Finals of that starts today. It looks like Tim Allen from the Santa Claus versus Kurt Russell from the Christmas Chronicles is going to be the final 2 in that particular one. I personally Kurt Russell wins that one because it's fucking Tim Allen. No, I don't like the guy. I just think it's considered like the
Tim Allen is Santa Claus. God damn it!
I know, but have you seen Kurt Russell as fucking Santa Claus? That movie's fantastic.
I did see
and
that.
he looks badass as Santa Claus.
He is badass as Santa Claus.
I did watch that for Masturbators, thank you. But
it's fucking fantastic. On Twitter, I'm at I'm at Fisher777. We're all at Bracket Pod. And on Instagram, you can find me at Can't Lick Me, not one word. Next week, and since Christmas is over, this is the last Christmas themed one that we're doing for this year. We are going into the new year, new me time. And the best way to celebrate new year, new me are, of course, remakes. We have a 2-week process. We have 64 remade movies.
Wow.
Next week, you're going to be numbers through M. Week after that is N through Z. So join us for that one. Other than that, I will leave you guys with the simple words of the late but great Jerry Springer, and that is this: take care of yourself and each other. Have a good week, though, guys.
And you're not the father.
And let's see how long it takes to end this time, because it's just not.
That's okay. I'm going to let you guys go because my phone is dying. But it was so fun hanging with you guys.
Bubbles,
Take care, Bubbles.